Hey, America. After today's events in the NFL, I kind of felt a little compiled to make this video on the events that are encircling the whole national anthem protests that are going on in this country. And the thing that is find most saddening about it is that there's two sides of the coin. One side is, hey, you're disrespecting America by kneeling during the national anthem, and that basically, you know, you're disrespecting our veterans and the people fighting for our freedom. On the other side of the coin is the guys that are doing the protesting saying that African American in this country are being discriminated against and they're being treated unfairly. Now, in America, you have a lot of freedom. You have the right to protest, the right to speak your mind. And with freedom, there's a lot of things that you can do. But the thing that really kind of gets me about this whole thing is that the players are protesting while they're working. Okay? They're getting paid to be football players and play football by the owners of their teams. Now, if you or I were to protest while we were working on our jobs, what would happen? You'd probably get fired. Because, you know what? When you're getting paid to do a job and you don't do the job, then your employer no longer needs you and you are just cast aside. Now, I understand that, okay, you have the right to protest. But you know what? If you're going to protest something, do it on your own time. Okay? Be like all the other Americans and say, okay, I don't agree with something, I'm going to protest. I'm going to get together. I'm going to make my voice heard. I'm going to do what I need to do. But the thing is now, who do you blame? It's like, do you blame the NFL? Do you blame the owners? Do you blame the president? I don't think really the president has anything to do with this. I mean, he's made his voice heard on Twitter, and that's his right because that's his freedom. Okay, but and this whole scheme of things that has gone on here with the NFL and the protests, I blame the owners. Okay, because the owners are the ones paying these people to work for them. So that means that the owners accept this behavior of their employees. And the American people are not too happy about it. Now, if you remember a few years back when they had the NFL strike, okay, what happened? Okay, the American people got so pissed off about football, and because the players were pig-headed, the owners were pig-headed, and they couldn't reach an agreement, and basically people who love football in the United States of America couldn't watch it, and they were fed up. And what happened when the strike was finally over and it ended? What happened the following year? Nobody watched football. Nobody went to games. Well, it took the NFL an entire year to recover. Okay? Now, what should happen now? Okay? People are furious. People are saying they're going to not watch football. They're not going to, they're going to ban NFL, whatever. But, see, the thing is, talk is cheap. Okay? I blame the owners. All right? The owners are allowing this to happen. These are their paid employees, okay? And they are basically told, oh, you can do whatever you want. Don't worry, I'll still give you a paycheck. Well, guess what? That's not reality, okay? Reality is if you don't do the right thing by your employer, you'll get fired, okay? So, you know what? The American people need to take a stand and say, hey, listen, we don't have no problem with the players. If you want to protest, that's your right. But you know what? Do it on your own time. Okay? You want to have your voice heard? Fine. But you're an employee. Okay? You're being paid to do a job. Okay? And you know what? What you're doing is disturbing your work environment. Okay? And when it disturbs the work environment, then the work environment isn't as profitable as it could be. Okay? Granted, football is a business. All right? People get paid. People buy merchandise. People buy tickets. People go to the games. People buy stuff at the vendors. Okay? It's a business. It's a big business. Okay? But when the business is affected, then what happens? Okay? Things change. All right? So, to all the American people out there that are listening to this, you want to make a difference? You don't like what's going on? Make your voice heard. Okay? Don't go to the games. Don't buy NFL merchandise. Instead of watching football on Sundays, all right, maybe take an American flag and walk in a public place with a sign saying, and if I gave up on the NFL, or NFL, not for long. Okay? You know what? This is a country where majority rules. Okay? So if a few have a problem and the majority say, well, listen, you need to go about it a different way, then that's part of democracy. So, you know what? Majority rules. So it's like, wake up, America. Wake up, football fans. Wake up, NFL. Wake up, NFL owners. Because we're sick of this. All right? We've had enough. It's like, cut the crap. Get down to the nitty gritty. If these guys want to make a statement, that's all fine and dandy. But don't do it while you're working. You're getting paid. You're an employee. If employees don't follow the rules, they don't work. Oh, gee, what happened to Colin Kaepernick? He's not working anymore. I wonder why. Because he made a bad name for himself. Okay? So, you know what? That's the way the cookie crumbles. It's democracy. So, make your voice heard. Do what you need to do. And let's cut the crap and have a good football season.